glad to welcome Himanshi Srivastav on this Alumni Talk. Hi, myself, Mohammad Karimullah. I welcome you, Himanshi. It's so nice of you to come on in your busy schedule for an Alumni Talk so that it will be very helpful for our all the participants. And I welcome everyone. I welcome all the participants on this Alumni Talk. Yeah.
Thank you.
Himanshi
Yeah,
Srivastav has been working in IT industry from more than 8 years, and she is working as a data scientist currently. And she has a very wide experience in in the field of NLP, machine learning, data science, and I welcome Himanshi. Yeah, over to you, Himanshi. I would like to tell all about your journey and what is your job profile and other things. Yeah, over
sure,
to you. Yeah.
sure, Mohammed. Thanks. I started my career from Infosys, and it was more around ETLs and some Java code related stuff. Then I switched to Oracle. There I got some chance of working into data analytics. From there, my interest started building in data, and around that time, because of maternity, I had to take break. But luckily, my husband was pursuing this course from DataMites, a CTS course, and I knew about it. So I thought maybe this is the right time to take this course. So it will help me to stay tuned to the industry. I won't forget the concepts, and also at the same time, I had this. I had the confidence that I'm not exactly on a career break. There's something going on. So the CTS course I took around that time, and I would say the it was taken by Shubhangi, ma'am, and it I would say the goals was very appropriate in terms of very focused, so that uh, you can answer the interview questions in companies when you try, and also when you start working in the industry, it can help you, like how you exactly have to work. It will kind of show the structured way how you need to work. So it was really a helpful course, I felt. And since then, I felt my concepts have been really strong with that CDS. So I was I did this course around in 2021.
Okay.
And after that, you won't believe I liked it so much that after I joined the company, I actually the project ended, and then I thought of taking a leap again. I wanted to switch. Again, I thought now it's time to kind of jump into deep learning. So again, I took one course from DataMites. That was the AI course. So I've taken two courses here actually.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, so that gave me, it was a hike for me. And in terms of, I say, knowledge as well. And definitely, yeah, it was really good start into NLP.
Okay. Okay. So I saw your LinkedIn profile where you have mentioned about you have worked on NLP projects and PySpark
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
Yeah.
So currently, if you see, so currently now it's like I'm working in generative AI. So
Mm.
I think I'm so lucky. I got to work in all those areas. So like all those LLMs and the Chat GPT, the GPT, like all those things I'm kind of exploring now. So I have kind of I have explored all the areas.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. It's very nice. I went through your LinkedIn profile. You can see like most of the kind of trending and upcoming areas you have worked on. It's so nice. And during your course, like which like because you have I think you didn't know Python before you worked in Java. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think you learned most of the things from scratch.
Hmm.
Like, how did
Yeah.
you
Correct.
kind of which topics you felt a little bit challenging, where you spend more time, so that it will be helpful. There are many people who have joined. It will be helpful for them, like plan accordingly and study,
Yeah.
concentrate on the topics. Which do you feel? And you have worked in industry also. Which topics they should concentrate more so that it will be very much helpful later on when they work on the projects.
Okay. So see, so main thing is like, yeah, as you said, Python. So Python actually is very important, but I think beginner to medium level is fine, because in interviews, like I have given so many interviews, and I noticed like what kind of the questions they will kind of focus on is like whether you are clear with how to sort, how to find min max, those kind of small questions. You know how to play around that. How you
Mhm.
are you able to use list properly? How you are you able to use dictionary when required? So, and if you are not able to complete, at least you should be able to tell the approach.
Mhm.
So that is important. So you should not focus right on like difficult ones. Start
Mhm.
from the beginning. You should, if a person is in practice, then I think they should be able to get it. One thing is pattern. So next thing is pandas. Pandas very important. So that is something which I learned here only in CDS.
Mhm.
So I practiced it, and I think yeah, in interviews also, like one question definitely they ask from pandas. uh, then after that, I'll say very important thing is the projects and all.
Mhm.
Those things are very important, which definitely you have to explain it from end to end. If you are able to explain what work you have done, how things, what is the pipeline, and all those things, that all those things are very important. So I think that people mostly focus on algorithms and how to
Mhm.
use that.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
not enough. Maths behind is very important.
Okay.
So yeah, so these are the areas, but algorithms can be too many. So you should be kind of focused. Okay, this is algorithm I have used. So you should be prepared to tell that in detail. You should be thorough with all the questions around it, how it works, and all those things.
So during your projects in DataMites, during after AI also you might have you have done projects, and after CDS also you have done the projects. So these projects, when you went for the interviews, so they asked you this projects, and so yeah. So these projects, and apart from this, did you work on a few other projects also? Were the projects which you have done in the DataMites you have explained and cracked the interviews?
Yeah, I explained them only. And I took the projects which were like kind of the use case, like if you see this banking related use case, that can be helpful when we enter into banking domains.
Mm-hmm.
So those kind of projects I kind of I had chosen, so that it helps me when I try to crack interviews. So
Mm-hmm.
when you do POC around it, you get a lot of idea what kind of, because you understand the domain. That
Mm-hmm.
also is an advantage. So yeah.
So yeah, one general question, like how is the life as a data scientist? There are there are so many freshers. They have just a kind of general idea about data science. They don't know very specific. Like, how is the life and how is the career
Okay,
which
so
you feel
um,
day-to-day job? Yeah.
I feel that it is really interesting, very
Mm-hmm.
interesting,
Mm-hmm.
and definitely coding is a bit less. So anybody who is not like, because if you see the other jobs you have where you need to code, it's it is interesting. Coding is interesting, but
Mm-hmm.
this is, you have bit of coding also, and it's, you are playing around data, so that thing you get to know so much of insights. That is very interesting part.
Mm-hmm.
So I find it really interesting. And when you move to NLP and
Mm-hmm.
when you go to generative AI, then seeing like how things work is like really good. And you, the feeling of working on something which is latest and trending,
Mm-hmm.
that's really amazing. So, and you can kind of compare those things. Like if you use LLM, then you compare how the traditional NLP models, how they work. So you see, okay, what is the difference? You understand how far we have come.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah, so that feeling is like, I think everybody should try to they should have some idea about this machine learning and all those concepts, because I think very soon we are going to move to this side, because everything is going to be AI related very soon.
Yeah, because you have learned, like you have taken up CDS, then you have after working on it, then you have taken AI course. So it
Yeah,
must be a kind of interesting thing because you have worked on
yeah.
structured data, then you have
Mhm.
gone for unstructured data. The journey is like you have lived through the history of like
Yeah,
development. That's very
yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
And a very important thing is like I took the second course while I was actually looking out for jobs. So,
Hmm.
and it was in between. But what I noticed actually, that is like the what the like Suraj sir and Nikhil sir, they kind of took the classes. What was being taught in class, I actually noticed that those were some related questions were being asked in interviews. So it helped me crack the interview, though it was
Okay.
not completed. So
Hmm.
I simply feel that because they kind of explain the concepts really well. So those concepts are being
Mm-hmm.
asked in
Yeah, yeah,
interview questions. So that is something which you don't, if you don't opt for the courses, no, you, it's difficult to figure out those by yourself. So when you have somebody explaining that very nicely, they stay in your mind, and that too forever. I feel that.
yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, that's there. The human factor always matters. When someone
Yeah,
is explaining and you connect with the concept, that remains forever. Even if you don't want to, it kind of remains permanent.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah, that's there. And also, like, yeah. How was the kind of what other topics, like we also learn like SQL and others. So do you use
Hmm.
them? Other like Power BI, Tableau,
Um,
SQL.
mm,
Have you used it? But of course you learn during the course. But have you used it, or how important is it SQL during interviews, especially? Yeah.
okay, so I don't remember like if I
Mm,
have been asked any
mm,
SQL related question, because similar kind of things you can do using pandas as well, right?
yeah, yeah.
So I've used pandas, I've used PySpark and all those things. Those questions were asked, similar questions,
Okay,
but you have to
okay,
use PySpark, you have to
uh,
use pandas
okay, okay.
that way.
So you can see PySpark is kind of now a lot of demand is there
Hmm.
for
Hmm.
PySpark. Like, how
Hmm.
often do you use PySpark uh, in your
Okay.
project?
No,
And
now I'm not using it. In my
mm,
previous company, I
mm,
was working around it.
mm,
So
you have worked on you have used PySpark
yeah, I have
in
used
the
it.
project.
Yeah. So
Okay,
it's like
okay.
in interviews, they'll be like, they'll say either you use pandas or you use PySpark, whatever you want. I
Mm-hmm.
want to see the result.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
it used to be that way.
Yeah. Like, how was the like? Yeah, because you have been a beginner once. Like most of the audience here is the beginner. Is
Hmm.
just a start. They are starting just now. Like, how is the time management? How you have managed your time, and where you have focused more time as per you, because you already have a Java,
Hmm.
of course, coding background, but still everything is new. Data science,
Hmm.
all the
Yeah, yeah.
algorithms are, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So where you focused more during your time? What was your strategy? How
Okay.
much time you spent? Your study plan? Anything which you can share with us so that
Yeah.
the all participants can follow the same.
Hmm. Okay, so here I would like to say, since my journey was actually a bit different, because
Mm.
I was not only a student, I was also a mother. I was a new mother.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so for me things were challenging. So I actually took this weekly course in CDS. So whatever I focused on, whatever was being taught, I used
Mm-hmm.
to ensure next day I revise before going to
Mm-hmm.
the next class.
Mm-hmm.
Or if there was any assignment, I used to ensure that I submitted, because hands-on is something which is very important here.
Mm-hmm.
Then coming to your next question, like which part is like I have paid more
Mm-hmm.
effort, I've placed more effort in. Then I would say after this course was over, for the certification, that is objective certification that we need to take. I think I didn't do that immediately. I took some time,
Mm-hmm.
and I have paid more attention towards Python pandas, the hands-on portion. Then statistics. When you go through questions, like I took some these interview questions, objective questions. I used to see online what are those available and whether I'm able to answer those.
Mm-hmm.
So I also paid emphasis there. Even the we in DataMites in CDS course we have another section, interview questions. So I like even you, if you are prepared, sometimes you are not able to answer things. So I have taken enough time so that to see whether I'm able to answer appropriately. So that is how I did. Statistics is also important, and I have paid like, so I will say I focused on only one area, but I had time because I after 1 year I joined, so I had
Mm-hmm.
ample time. Even after the course ended, I have kind of I kept on revising the old
Okay.
concepts and exploring, like based on that topic I wanted to go. I looked into more details about it because I wanted to have more knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So that was how I did.
Nice. Yeah. So thank you, Himanshi. Let's see are there any questions from the participants. Yeah. Yeah. Participants, you can ask any questions. You can write in the chat box in the Zoom meet, and also there are participants from YouTube. I think Hari can share the questions from YouTube and LinkedIn. Yeah. let's wait for questions. Yeah, you can write in the chat box. There's a question from Ibrahim. You can write in the chat box. I will ask the question to Himanshi. Yeah, Hari, any questions from YouTube and LinkedIn? Okay. I think there are no questions from the audience. Yeah, we have a lot of people joined and Zoom meet also. Okay, we have one question. Okay, we have a question from Chanchal Kumari. How can a beginner start in data science? Yeah, so it's a very general question. Yeah.
Okay, so when you say how does a beginner start, I was also a beginner with very limited knowledge into data science. But if you are into this course, then you need not worry about it. You follow it religiously, I would say. That's the only thumb rule. I'm because I seriously, if you want to do that transition from being a beginner to industry, this course is really good. You focus on how the concepts you have to learn and you have to practice. So when you practice the right way of doing things, like right way of working in a project, you should know that, so that they will teach you. So you can have those projects, you can also work on other projects from Kaggle, you can try out, and so that in your resume you can even add a link there, I have worked on this project. So that also gives you an edge, that okay, I have worked on this project, you can check in Kaggle, that can be in your resume as well. So I think these are few things you can try out.
Yeah, yeah. So Chanchal Kumari is commenting that she doesn't know programming. In DataMites course, we are
Okay.
teaching everything from scratch. Even a
Yeah.
person with zero knowledge about programming can join, and everything, especially the Python part, is from scratch. And it's from you. You don't like we don't deviate. Our course is very much focused, and it's easy, and we have a progression, there is continuation, there's a flow. Yeah, there's a flow there, and you can easily go ahead and learn, even if you are from some background, which you, if you're not from a actual programming background. Also, many people have many people which whom I know, they have joined the course, they did not have any programming background. They have they went ahead and they have learned. I think you might be having some
Yeah.
batchmates. So yeah, also yeah,
True. Yeah.
yeah. Another question. Suggest some projects we need to start from beginning, like yeah, for beginners. Any
Okay.
project?
So, like I said, you can start with Portuguese home loan project. That is a classification project. Then you have housing. I think house price related some project was there. That is the advanced level, but it is a regression project. Then, if you want to try with ANN, all those things like hand written, you need to like from handwritten notes, you have to kind of get the number. That MNIST project, it is the name is. So that one you can try. Then there is the basic one, Titanic project. If you have the first one you want to try, you can try that out. That will be like you'll feel some confidence also. You are able to understand. It's a small project. That is good.
Hello world of data science, we can say.
Yeah, yeah. Hello, world of it. Exactly.
Yeah, thank you, Himanshi. It was very interesting to speak with you, and you have shared with us your journey, how you have faced the challenges, and of course, cracked all the interviews, and you are, of course, now an experienced data scientist. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the time.
Thank you.